Hello everyone and welcome to this full body yin yoga session. This is a sequence designed to stretch your body and calm your mind with the deep release of long held yin yoga postures combined with mindful breath awareness. Welcome back to Devi Daily Yoga, where it's not about how your yoga looks, it's all about how it feels. We'll begin with a few minutes warm up, and then we will move into our yin yoga sequence where we'll hold postures for 3 minutes, each of them followed by a 1-minute rest and rebound. And then we will finish with a longer rest in Shavasana for 5 minutes, followed by a 5-minute period of seated meditation. So go ahead and roll out your mat for our full body yin yoga session. To begin, come into Seiza. Sit right on top of your heels or modify this with a cushion, or feel free to sit cross-legs instead. Let the hands rest in the lap, folded inside one another with the palms facing up. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And again, fill the lungs. With your exhale, soften the body, relax the shoulders, and relax your face. Moving into box breathing now, where we'll inhale for a count of 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold the breath out for 4. Let's begin by emptying the lungs. And now inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Now return to an easy and natural breath and notice the energy circulating through your body. Allow the eyes to gently flutter open as we move into warm-ups. Release the hands and bring the arms out to your sides. Beginning finger fans, turn the palms up and pull the fingers in one at a time, pinkies first, thumbs last. Bend the wrists, bend the elbows, cross the hands behind the head, extend arms forward, turn the hands up, curl them in, pinkies first, thumbs last. Curl the arms in, press the arms out to the sides. Again, palms up, fingers curl in, arms curl in, press arms forward, turn the palms up, curl the fingers in, bend the arms in, and press the arms out. Open the palms, turn them up, curl the fingers in, bend the arms, squeeze the back of the heart, press forward, palms up, curl in, squeeze back of the heart, and press out. One more time, palms up, curling in, squeeze, press forward, palms up, curl in, squeeze, and press out. Good. Release the arms down to the sides now. Come to hands and knees for cat and cow. Knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Lift your gaze as you come into a back bend cow pose. And exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin. Inhale back to cow, find the back bend. And exhale, round your spine. And again, into cow, feel the sitting bones rise up as you roll your shoulders back, and exhale, round your spine, tuck chin, tuck tailbone. Once again, lift up to cow, and round your spine, exhale. One more time, into cow. And now as you exhale, drop your hips back into child's pose. Send the hips back toward the heels as you lengthen your spine, arms forward, elbows and palms rest on the earth. Feel this gentle stretch of the spine, the lower back. We will come into side stretching child's pose now, lifting up to walk the hands over to the right side edge of the mat. Left hand comes on top of the right, and feel the length in the left side of the torso. Take a deep breath into the left side of the ribs and waist, and exhale and soften here. And come back up through the center, walk the hands over to the other side. Right hand on top of the left. Settle down as you sense the stretch in the right side of the torso now, right armpit, right ribs, right waist. And come back up through the center, come up to hands and knees. Reach right leg back and left arm forward for sunbird. Find a little back bend, gaze forward, inhale and reach, and exhale, pull elbow and knee in toward one another and extend forward again. And pull it in second time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curling in, crunching in. Inhale, extend. One last time. Extend forward. And now optionally we'll come into the back bow, bending the back knee, reach the left arm back to hold the foot. And find your back bend kicking into the hand, lifting the gaze. Let's inhale the breath here. And now release both hands to the floor, both knees, and we'll switch sides, extending left leg back, right arm forward, feeling into the core as you extend and pull in elbow and knee toward one another. Extend forward again. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunching in. Inhale. And curl it in last time. Inhale forward. Stay here or bend the back knee. Reach back and hold. Kicking into the hand to find your back bend. Inhale. And exhale, release the leg, returning back to hands and knees. Settle back into child's pose. And in child's pose, find active arms. Lift the palms, fingertips press the ground, and here you can hollow out your armpits and feel like you're drawing your shoulder blades onto your back. Press back, hips toward heels. Come back up to hands and knees. Downward dog, tuck toes, lift up through sitting bones. And walk the legs in downward dog, press right heel down, bend left knee. Switch, bend right knee. Bend left knee. Bend right knee. Bend left knee. Bend right knee. And bring the legs back to center. Full dog, press into the arms. And shift forward into plank, shoulders over wrists. Hold here, strong core. Drop the knees, come down onto the belly. Finding cobra pose, inhale. Exhale, roll yourself back down. Forehead touches the earth. Press hips to child's pose. And come back up, hands and knees. Finding this flow once again. Cow pose. Tuck toes, down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale down to the belly. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, release down. Send the hips back to child's pose. One more time through this. Cow, inhale. Tuck toes, exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale down to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, roll down. Lift the hips, press back, child's pose. Rest here. And feel the energy in the body at the end of our warm-ups as we make this transition now into our yin sequence. And we'll slowly make our way up to a seated position. To begin with half butterfly pose, which is our one-legged forward bend. Left leg is extended forward, right leg bends, foot comes into the inner upper thigh. Come forward over the left leg, or you could choose to angle your torso inside the left leg instead. Hands can rest on the leg, on the foot, or on the floor. And feel free to use a cushion under your seat for this forward bend and for any of our forward bends today. And let your body begin to settle into this shape. Make any final micro adjustments so that you can be comfortable and feel this stretch in the back of the left thigh, as well as the back of the torso and spine. For the second half of our time in this pose, option to take it into a side stretching half butterfly where the right hand comes onto the outside of the left calf or left foot, left hand out to the side on the floor. With this variation, we get more length, more stretch in the right side of the torso. And breathe deep into this right side of the spine, right side of the trunk. Exhale and soften as you feel the stretch in the whole back body, even over the back of the left leg. Slowly release now. Rise up. Take your time, changing sides. Right leg extends forward, left foot bends into the inner upper thigh. Come forward, over the leg or inside the leg. Hands on the floor, the foot, the ankle, whatever is comfortable here. Breathe in and exhale. Feel your body soften into the shape a little more with each passing moment. Option now to take it into the side stretching half butterfly by taking the left hand onto the outside of the right ankle or right foot. Right hand is out on the floor. And notice how this changes the stretch, maybe more sensation on the left side of the trunk and maybe more sensation on the left side of the spine and sacrum. Settle in as you let the breath flow naturally and easily. Slowly release. Make your way up and all the way onto your back for a rebound of 1 minute. Make yourself comfortable in any position on your back. And for this minute, we take this time to feel the effects of the pose. You might feel sensation in the tissues that were stretched and stimulated in the back body. You might feel energy moving here. You might feel energy moving elsewhere around the heart, the belly, the pelvis. Sensing whatever is happening inside. And now bend the knees, hug them into your chest, and gently rock side to side. And roll over onto one side to come up to hands and knees and prepare for dragon pose. From hands and knees, step your left leg forward into a lunge. And in dragon, our target area is the front of the right thigh and right hip. So your back leg wants to feel this stretch as the hips settle down toward the earth. Hands can be on either side of the front foot, or they could both be on the inside of the front foot. Feel free to cushion under your back knee with a blanket or make any other adjustments that you need to settle into the stillness of dragon. Inhale the breath and exhale, soften down through the hips. For the second half of our time in this pose, option to take it down into gecko, where the hands come on the inside of the foot and the left foot walks out to the left side edge of the mat. You can stay up on straight arms or come down onto the elbows, whichever is more comfortable. Option to use yoga blocks under your elbows. Notice how the area of sensation changes here. You might feel more in the front leg, the left hip, the left inner thigh. Whatever you're feeling here, take a deep breath in and exhale. Slowly make your way back up and tuck the back toes, come into downward dog. Feel the difference between the right leg, the left leg, right hip and left hip. And now let's take it forward into the second side, right leg in dragon. Target area is the left thigh, the front of the thigh, and the front of the hip of your back leg. Settle into your comfortable version of dragon pose today. Again, for the second half of our time in the pose, option to take it into gecko, where the hands come on the inside of the foot as the right foot walks out to the right side edge of the mat. You can be on straight arms or down on the elbows or elbows on blocks. Adjust the angles of your torso, the angle of your front foot, so that you feel the stretch in the pelvis. Notice if you feel it more in the right hip or the left hip. And sensing the effect on the body's connective tissue as you gently pull the left side of the pelvis forward as the right side of the pelvis stays back. Bringing this healing energy and repair into the very core of your body. Slowly now come up and release to bring it back into downward dog. Now feel the right hip compared to the left hip compared to the right hip. We'll settle the knees down into child's pose and take our 1-minute rebound here. Feel the energy moving through the body as you breathe gently into the back of your hips. Release child's pose and come up to hands and knees for thread the needle pose. We'll begin with the left arm reaching up into the sky, and now thread it under the right. Take the outside of the left shoulder to the ground and the side of the head to the ground. Right hand can come up above the head, palm pressing into the earth or fingertips pressing in, and a little bend in that elbow can help sometimes. You can play around with exactly what that arm is doing, and it might feel good to walk the right hand up toward the top left corner of your mat. As you feel this stretch, take a breath into the upper back between the shoulder blades and the outside of the left shoulder. Feel the gentle twist that's happening in the upper spine. For the second half of our time in the pose, option to take it into rolling panda by extending the right leg out to the side, tuck the toes, and roll a little bit more now onto your back body. Feel how this changes the stretch and brings it a little bit more into the upper spine, a little more of a forward bend happening as you tuck your head a little farther under and turn your gaze a little more up toward the sky. And you can fine-tune this by getting a little press into the right toes, as if you were trying to roll over into a somersault, but you're not actually going there. Option for variations with the right arm. You could reach it up into the sky and extend and open the chest. You could wrap it behind your lower back. Slowly now release rolling panda. Return to hands and knees. Moving to the second side, extend your right arm up into the air. Inhale. And exhale, thread the right arm under the left, both knees on the floor to begin with for thread the needle pose. Left hand is up above the head, maybe palm flat, or maybe fingertips on the ground with the palm up. Option to bend the left elbow to get a little more leverage, and or to walk the left hand up toward the top right corner of your mat. Take a breath into the space between your shoulder blades. And exhale and feel the stretch in the outer right shoulder, the deltoids. And when you're ready, option to take the left foot out to the side for rolling panda. Shifting your upper body so that you roll onto your back a little more and turn your gaze up a little more. This variation really just kind of frees up the hips so that you can roll into a little more of a forward bending version of this pose. Option to reach the left arm up into the sky or to wrap it behind your back, or just keep it on the floor above your head. And now begin to soften and breathe into this space of the upper back, trapezius, between the shoulder blades and the base of the neck. Slowly release, return to hands and knees, and slowly make your way into child's pose. Rest in child's pose for 1 minute, sensing the rebound, feeling the energy in your upper body. Slowly release child's pose and come up to hands and knees to make your way into sleeping swan. Send your left knee forward and turn the shin. As you settle back through your hips, you have the option to keep the back knee bent, which is the variation we call deer, or you can come down on your elbows. Or if it feels better to square the hips, then come into your sleeping swan that way, whichever way works to stretch into your left glutes, your left buttock. You can come down onto the elbows or onto the forehead, or rest the forehead on top of stacked hands. If this is not a pose that works for you, you can always take figure 4 pose on the back instead, left ankle over the right knee. Wherever you are, feel your body settle into the physical shape that you're in, and feel the stretch in the outer left hip. And take a deep breath into the outer left hip. Exhale to soften this region. Slowly now rise up from Sleeping Swan and slowly come back to hands and knees and change to the second side. Slide your right knee forward. Turn on the shin and find the position to stretch into your right buttock. Again, maybe the back knee is bent, or maybe the hips are more squared. Or maybe you're taking figure 4 on the back, this time with the right ankle over the left knee. Take a deep breath into the right hip and exhale to relax throughout the right hip, right buttock. Settle into an easy and natural breath here, knowing there's nothing you need to do except to allow gravity to do the work. Slowly release the pose now. Make your way up. Bring the back leg around to the front and move onto your back for a rebound. Taking 1 minute to rest in any comfortable position and feel the effects of sleeping swan, deer, or figure four, whichever pose you were doing to stretch and stimulate the fascia of the outer hip region. Notice the energy flowing through your body, through the legs, through the back body, the front body. And breathe into the whole body. Breathe out. Allow the whole body to soften. And slowly now, bend the knees. Draw them in, hug them into the chest, and gently rock side to side. Then prepare to come into our final posture for today, spinal twist. Bring both knees to the right side and extend your left arm out on the floor to the left side. Option today to cross the knees, left knee over the right, or to keep the knees uncrossed, whichever feels better for your body as you twist into your spine. Take a breath right into the spine now. And exhale, soften into this shape, release into gravity, release into the floor. Slowly now release spinal twist on this first side. Knees come back up to center and shift over to the second side. As you extend your right arm out to the right side, you have the option to keep the palm up or to turn the palm down, whichever is better on your shoulder. Option to cross right knee over left, or to keep the knees stacked one on top of the other. Settle in, finding a comfortable angle of your head. Begin to sense into the spine, the twist that's happening in the spine and this gentle shearing force that's happening on the fascia of the trunk, the abdominals, the lower, middle, and upper back. Sensing the opening in the chest as well as you hold this right arm out to the right side. And allow yourself to begin to settle into the stillness of this spinal twist. Begin to release your spinal twist. Bring your knees back to center and find your way into Shavasana, your final relaxation position. Make yourself totally comfortable to rest on your back. Feel free to put a bolster under your knees, an eye pillow over your eyes, or extra clothes to keep your body warm. A blanket over top of your body might help. And here we begin to feel the entire back of the body and its connection to earth. Can you sense the way Mother Earth is holding you up now? Can you sense the way that this allows your body to relax even more deeply? Floating the awareness now down to the feet. Relax your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your lower legs and your upper legs. Relax hips, lower back, upper back, belly, ribs, chest, shoulders, upper arms, forearms, wrists, palms, fingers and thumbs. Relax the face, the neck, the throat, the jaw, the tongue, the inside of the mouth, the nose, the cheeks and the eyes, the forehead, the temples, the sides of the head, the back of the head, the crown of the head, the whole body from the head down to the toes. Can you feel it relax? Can you feel the energy moving throughout the body between the head and the toes? Feel yourself being held, supported, so that you can completely relax. Take a deeper breath in now to fill the belly and the heart. And as you exhale, gently wiggle through the fingers and the toes. Stretch out into your arms and legs. Stretch the arms overhead as you interlace the fingers. And now bend the knees to roll over onto your side and come up into a seated position for meditation. Option to use a cushion under your seat or to lean back against a wall. Make yourself comfortable, crossed legs or seiza or any position that feels right in this moment. And find a position where your spine can be tall, where you can feel the spaciousness that's been created in your body after this practice. Allow the shoulders to soften back and down. Allow the tailbone to soften down toward the center of the earth. Relax your hands and relax your feet. Soften your jaw, your face. Sense the energy that's flowing through you now. Sense into the space that's been created inside. as you rest here, sitting at the center of your universe. Can you feel the sense of coming home? Coming home to yourself. Coming home to your heart. Take a gentle breath in and an easy breath out. Resting here in your own private universe, your own inner world, this secret place, this secret world inside that you create with your thoughts, your mind, your body, and the flow of energy that's here. Allow yourself to be carried. Allow yourself to step into this flow. Inhale your next breath into the heart space and exhale to relax the heart space. When you're ready, allow the palms to come together in front of the heart as we prepare to chant Om 3 times, creating sound and feeling it resonate in the heart. Inhale a deep breath. Feel the vibration within your body and within your heart. This is the close of our practice. I hope your whole body feels relaxed, and I hope your mind feels calm and clear. Be gentle with yourself and take your time as you transition into the next part of your day. Thanks for practicing with Devi Daily Yoga. If you liked this video, please click the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and tap the notification bell so that you don't miss my weekly video releases. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you in the next session.